Hi, I'm Trevor Conkergood. This video is about a brand new tool for Fusion software owners, and it's called the UDesign It tool. And you'll find that up here on the top toolbar where it looks like this little kind of purple, I don't know, almost like the Michelin Man. Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate that by first of all just creating a new workspace. And then when I click on the new tool, UDesign It, the monsters gallery comes up. And so what happens with this window is you first of all choose the monster's body. And that monster has all of these little magnet points. And you can use these items to stick to those magnet points. And so you've got different options for his arms and different options for the things on top of his head. And you can actually, here where it says elements, filter it down and say, just show me the things for the left-hand side of his head. And so see how it hid all the other magnets and just the blue one is available. And so you can put this on his head or that on his head or this one or that one. And so there's all these different things that can go on the left-hand side of his head. And same thing with the right-hand side of the head. You can have matching ones or you can have different ones. Maybe it's a girl and you give her a little bow or a nice little horn. And so, then you've got a left arm, right arm. And so the idea is you go around and you choose all of the parts of the body. If you say all elements, it simply shows you them all at one time. And so you can scroll through and find the legs are down here. And so if you give them a couple of feet, and essentially, if I'm happy with the monster that I've created, I can say okay. And it becomes, the design that's on our workspace. Now, even though we use the UDesign It feature to create this monster, we can still select his arm or select his foot and, make them bigger, smaller, or move them around. If you felt like you really loved that eye, but you just really wanted it to be on a different angle and have it coming out of the side of his head, well, you could do that too. So they're kind of a fun, I like to call these interactive stock design collections, because essentially every time you click on that little tool, you can create another monster. And in fact, there's all these different monster bodies to choose from. And if you want to, you can just click play on the little, randomizer, and it'll create monsters for you, and it'll just keep playing new ones. And if at any point in time you want it to stop, you can just click stop. And you can click backwards or forwards again to go through the monsters that it created. Or at any time you can just decide to take control and, build your own monster sort of thing, right? So, and then once again, whenever you're happy with it, you can say okay. So it's pretty much as easy as that. You can make as many monsters as you want. If you want to put them together in one hoop, you see one monster's over here. And the new one that I created is actually open a new window. If you want to put them together, just select them all. Use your copy tool. Come onto one of the tabs and paste them in together. So yes, you can make a whole family of monsters in the same hooping if you want to. So another thing about the UDesign It tool, you do have the ability in here to see it in a 3D mode, and you can even hide the magnets if you don't want to see them, and that kind of stuff. And the other thing is there are other UDesign It collections available. And so these are all of the ones that I've collected. I'm not sure if I have all of them, but I have definitely a lot of them. So now what you'll find is that each little gallery has different options. So I don't know, here's one, it's called Split Kids. And so when I turn on that, it's got like a little design, and it's got a boy inside, and the magnets are going to be what goes above them and what goes in the middle and what goes below them. And so you'll find that every one of these galleries has different things, like the kids' pockets, where you get to choose your pocket, and then you choose what goes on top of the pocket. And one of my personal favorites is the stick figures, where you get to basically build your own stick figure family. And so, you choose their pants, and then you have to choose their top and their head and all the different things. And so once you've got a pair of pants and a top, then it's going to give me the options for different hands, different things that they're going to hold in their hands. And so, for example, you scroll through the hands, you can put a hat in their hand, or some flowers in their hand, or a bowling ball in their hand. And, on the left hand, if they got a bowling ball in one hand, well, they better put some flowers in the other, I guess, to say, that's where I've been, honey. I don't know. I'm just being funny, but the idea is you're going to pick a head, and then you're going to pick a face, and you're going to pick all of these things. So the nurse that had some flowers on her way to the bowling alley. Anyway, you get the idea, right? It's a ton of fun. and you can really personalize your whole family and create new little designs for everybody in your family. So that's the You Design It tool, and it's brand new in Fusion software starting in March 2020.